Hi guys, you're probably surprised to see another vlog on Little Green Farmhouse. I have decided for the time being to keep this channel going with some vlogs. I am going to be changing the name of the channel though, so it's not Little Green Farmhouse anymore. So you don't have to do anything different. You'll just notice that the channel has a different name. I have to see what names are available, but something like Jen's Vlog Channel or something like that. And then I just thought that I would kind of, well, I was just trying to figure out how to put vlogs into my other channels, and it seemed like it would be out of place with that stuff. So I don't know. The vlogs, I don't know how frequently I will do them. Probably somewhat frequently, but maybe not as much as I was doing before, because I'll be doing more videos on the other channels too. But I'm going to do that for the time being, and I'll let you know if I change my plan. But just know that you're going to see a different name of the channel. And anyway, so I'm putting this in at the beginning of this vlog, but now we're going to jump to some stuff that I was vlogging before. So anyway, here we go.
That's Jaclyn Monroe. John is back on the drums.
Down the road alone.
Now the light's gonna be on this hood.
Dressed in white. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Oh darling, place your hand on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, baby. We found love right where we are. Woo-hoo. But I got some code and I shouldn't have done that, and it won't forgive me after all these years. No. Woo-hoo. Rising to the streets, and I pick up that cigarette, and I strap shoes on my feet. I got to find a reason.
Probably 5 different stations with all different kinds of stuff, from pulled pork to urban sandwiches to oysters, lobster rolls, everything. So quite a Memorial Day weekend celebration.
How we were again, harmony so badly you on the seas. Lick your lips while I soak my feet. Then I notice little carpet bird. My stomach drops and my guts turn. You sweat and you somewhere to show the night.
Hey guys, I'm down in Camp Verde at our house, getting some of the last of the stuff. I boxed up some things there that mirror. John's gonna, it's super heavy. John's gonna get that on Friday. The house is pretty much, as you can see, pretty much cleared out. Got my wedding dress over there. Need to take that with me. Just, you know, kind of vacuuming. I cleaned out the refrigerator, just sponged it out and everything, so it's nice and clean. And Monica is laying out on the patio. I'm also, I came down here to do some stuff, but I'm also irrigating, so I'm down here longer than I thought I was going to be. You can see behind me that the backyard's starting to get filled with water. This will probably be maybe the last time we irrigate. Yeah, let's see, what's today's date? Today is the 29th, and so we close 32 in just a little over 2 weeks. So we might irrigate one more time. If we irrigate, that also means we mow. And so we'll be John's coming on Friday, and he's going to mow and then take care of a lot of the stuff that's in the barn. There's still some stuff in the garage. A few things we probably need to pack up. I need to ask John about. Some stuff we'll just throw in the trash. There's actually quite a lot more to go in the trash, but the trash cans are full right now, and pickup isn't until today's Tuesday. Pickup is not until Thursday. So when he comes back on Friday, I may come with him. I don't know. We'll see. I may just work on the apartment, but then we'll have the trash cans to fill up again, and then probably one more time we'll come back down just to get everything finished. It's hot. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but I think it was 88 earlier. It's probably well into the 90s right now. It's pretty hot, but yeah, at least when I'm done with this, I get to head back up the hill to where the weather is cooler. Hi guys, it is Wednesday, May 30th. It's John's birthday. He's 48. He's working today, and we're gonna go out to dinner tonight at this Asian place that's in the area where we live. It's so weird for me. I'm stopping to run an errand, and then I'm going to go to the grocery store, and it's just so weird for me just to drive not very far, since we're in Flagstaff, and it seemed like in Camp Verde everything was a drive. Everything. So this is super nice. It's a beautiful day in Flagstaff. 73 degrees. There's partly cloudy skies. Looks lovely. Chad is finally coming out from underneath the bedspread. He's been hiding for every day since we moved in, and now he's starting to be less of a scaredy cat. Today I will finish having the kitchen put together and the master bathroom. The next step is to work on that closet in the guest bedroom, the walk-in closet, and once that is taken care of, that will empty a lot of boxes. So my goal is in a week to have everything all put together and great. So it is coming along. Okay, guys, I'll give you a sneak peek of one part of my apartment. I just got the kitchen completely finished today. This little pile here of stuff, that's got a little turntable that'll have a candle on it and stuff, which will go there, but it just has some mail on it right now because I don't have a place for mail yet. But isn't it a pretty kitchen? I mean, it's got so much more cabinet space than my other kitchen. If I turn around, you will see a mess of boxes, so you don't get to see that until the official tour. Hi guys, it is the 7th of June. I'm driving to Flagstaff. I went down to the house. We close next week, and you know, we just had a bunch of awkward stuff down there that we didn't send with the movers, stuff that was like hard to put in a box, and so I've made a couple of trips bringing some things back. John's gonna go down tomorrow with a friend of his and take apart the heavy garage shelving that we have, and then they're gonna set that up in our storage unit so it'll make it easier to access things in our unit. And so yeah, anyway, and then Saturday we're gonna go down. I'm probably not going down tomorrow. We have some furniture being delivered. We bought a couch and some dining chairs. We gave away the ones that had they were black leather, and they had kind of gotten destroyed from cat claws. You know, they sit up on top of the chair, of the back of the chair, and then launch off. And then so after years of that happening, we just decided we needed new ones, and so we're getting some chairs that have kind of a leather seat but don't have a back like that. The back is well, I haven't picked them out yet. I'm gonna go do that right now once I get back up to Flagstaff. It's either going to be a metal or wood back, probably wood. And then yeah, so we're gonna go down on Saturday for our last trip. Today I took some more like screws and things out of the walls and put spackle in, so that Saturday when we go down, the house should be, and the barn and garage and everything should be mostly, I mean almost completely empty. I would be surprised if there's anything we have to take back, because I think that John and his friend will be able to get everything tomorrow. The house is empty, and then we're just gonna kind of touch up paint when the spackle has dried, and there's this one place in the bathroom that needs a little bit of touch-up paint, and so we'll take care of that and then sweep out the barn and the garage, and when we drive away on Saturday we'll be done, and then the house closes next Thursday. So there were a few things that the buyer asked us to do after the inspection. Nothing was big. Just a few little things here and there, including like turning up the water heater. Okay, there you go. And I can't imagine them wanting the water to be hotter than it was, because it could be pretty scalding, but oh well. And then yeah, like one gutter, had like, in the end it just had a few leaves in it, so we're doing that part. But our realtor has been great, because, you know, knowing that we're not living in the house anymore, she has taken care of some things for that. An electrician comes today. This is kind of scary that we didn't know this, but in our electrical box there was a wire that had like melted the casing around it. So I have no idea what that was from, because we had never had any electrical problems, but that's a fire hazard. So it's about 1:45 now, and the electrician's supposed to get there with the realtor at 1 o'clock and fix that. And then just a few other things, and so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I suppose if it had been any other buyer on some of the things, we would have just said, you do it. But the guy who's buying our house is rather old, and we just didn't want him to have to, you know, arrange to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, so things are coming along. The house has probably in the living room area, there's probably about 8 boxes to unpack. There's 1 box in the bedroom, and then several in the office. We just haven't even bothered with the office. We're just trying to get the main part of the house set up. Monica has adjusted quite well. We put in a little doggy door that goes into a sliding glass door, so you know, so it's something that's temporary, and she's using that. I've taken her out for a few walks, which she has enjoyed, and they just knock her out the rest of the day, which is good. And then the cats really have not been crying to go outside, which is shocking to me. I don't know if they just don't feel like there's a job for them to do, because they don't smell gophers and things. So it's all going pretty smoothly. I'm guessing in probably another week we'll have everything all put together. Also wanted to let you guys know that my mother-in-law's memorial service went really well. There were probably about 125 people there. It was just a really nice tribute to her life, very similar to my dad's memorial service, except that there wasn't any music except for the background music and her slideshow. And the song that was in the background for her slideshow was that James Taylor song, "Shower the People You Love with Love," because that was pretty much a hallmark of her life. It was just really great. In addition to the pastor speaking, my husband read her kind of obituary thing, and then he told a sweet little story, and then I spoke, and then my brother-in-law read a letter from her brother who was not able to come, and then he told a little story after that too. And then my nephew, who is 25, he spoke too. And it was just really neat. We had a table set up that had some things that were sort of, you know, like her Diamondbacks baseball jersey. She loved the Diamondbacks, and that, and a scrapbook that she had made, and a hot dog. She loved hot dogs, and so my sister-in-law put a hot dog in a bun and put mustard on it and had that sitting there, and just some other kind of fun things. When I spoke, I wanted to convey her amazing personality and her love for her friends and her family and her God, but at the same time she was really funny and quirky, and so I told some funny stories and got people laughing, which was good. And then afterwards we had catered lunch, Mexican food, and a lot of pie, because my mother-in-law loved pie of any kind, and so we had that, and it just was really neat. And everybody, I think because we gave it some time, like 5 weeks since she died, you know, it wasn't a time where everyone was sitting around crying. It was, people were sitting and laughing and telling stories about her, and a lot of people who knew each other but hadn't seen each other in a long time were reconnecting. She would have loved it. She would have absolutely loved it. And then I put these little table tents on the tables that in addition to some other things, some craft stuff that she was in the middle of making that I put out on the tables. I put a little table tent that had questions like, did Debbie have a nickname for you? Because she had nicknames for everyone. My nicknames for her were John's Jen, because my sister-in-law's name is also Jennifer. So I was John's Jen, I was Jen PhD, and I was Jen. And I talked about that when I spoke too. But anyway, so I asked, you know, like, did Debbie have a nickname for you? What's your favorite memory of her? How did you meet? And, you know, so there was just a lot of socializing, and it was a great time. Okay, I thought of something else I wanted to say. It is, like I said, it's almost 1 o'clock. And in Camp Verde right now, it is 96 degrees. And in Flagstaff right now, it is 76 degrees. So quite a big temperature difference, and it has made walking so nice. I'm just loving it. And it's actually warmer than normal for this time of year. This time of year, it's usually still a little bit cool. But Arizona has been warmer than normal. We have fire restrictions all over the state. There's like a lot of the Forest Service roads are closed. Camping is only allowed in campgrounds, and even in the campgrounds, there's no fire or charcoal, anything that is allowed. So you either have to just like bring stuff to make sandwiches or use a little Coleman stove kind of a thing. I don't even know if you can use a Coleman stove, because I know that you cannot use a chainsaw unless it's one that doesn't create sparks, because we had such a dry winter, and then haven't had any rain for months now, rain or snow. And I think the last snow was in March, and that normally the average last snow in Flagstaff is the beginning of May 9th, I think is the date for that. And so it's really dry, and so they're doing their darndest to make sure that that there's, you know, no forest fires. There have been some fires that have not gotten out of control. They've been able to get on top of those pretty fast, but nothing very close to town or anything like that. There were actually more that were closer to Camp Verde than Flagstaff, but they're just being super careful about it. So yeah, even like cigarette smoking, if you're camping, you know, if you're out at a campground or whatever, it's supposed to be in your car. So that's delightful. But yeah, it's really beautiful weather though, and so hot where we used to live, and will only get hotter, and Flagstaff will actually just get cooler. Actually, hopefully we'll get a monsoon season, which is when the rain starts, and then it really cools down, which is why most people in Flagstaff don't have air conditioners. Now, we do have an air conditioner in our apartment. It's set to 71, but it's never once turned on. So it's been really nice. Okay, forgive the mess in the background, but the kitties are clearly enjoying laying on the couch. Hi you guys, it is Saturday the 9th, and we're in our house for the last time. As you can see, everything is out of here except a ladder. John needs to clean out a gutter, and the whole rest of the house is empty. And I just swept out the barn, and yeah, look, you can see all the rooms are totally empty. So what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for some spackle to dry, and then I had spackled some larger holes, ones that had those big anchors, the other day when I was here. So then we're going to paint. And we're also irrigating the yard for the last time. And they're doing their walk. Did I say this? They're doing their walkthrough tomorrow. All the little things that needed to be done. Apparently, there were some leaks under sinks, but they were in bathrooms we don't use very much. You know, like our guest bathroom and the barn bathroom. And so that was fixed, and then the electrician came and fixed that one wire problem. And the septic they have to drain out the septic and then inspect the inside. They send a scope down in there to inspect the inside of the tank to make sure there are no cracks. That was a relief to find out that that was fine, because otherwise we would be required to fix that before the sale, and that can be pricey. Let's see, what else did he ask us to do? Oh, yeah. I guess our water heater wasn't turned up warm enough, and it felt pretty dang scalding to me at times. But so anyway, they were like, we want that fixed. Well, okay, I'll turn the dial, turn it up. So I did that the other day, and they said there was something with the HVAC, that apparently it wasn't in the room reading what the thermostat said, that it was supposed to be. I honestly don't think there's an issue with that, but it has to be inspected, because we had somebody come out last winter and kind of take a look at that, because it seemed like it wasn't reading the same temperature, and said it was fine. So I think that person's coming out Tuesday, and then our close is on Thursday. So yeah, anyway, so this is our last trip here. We're leaving our keys and our openers and all that kind of stuff here, and that'll be the last that we're in this house. So it was a good experience for a year and 7 months, or I guess a year and 8 months now, but we are happy to be in Flagstaff, and yeah, it was a good experience. Moving always causes me to be reflective. You know, it kind of marks the passage of time, and so I think that it was a really good experience for us. A lot of good things happened. It was also a really hard year and a half with the things that happened with our families and our pets, and so that was hard. But every chapter is a growing experience, right? Yeah, and this definitely was one where we grew from pain, I guess I would say. But as I have said many times before, looking forward to brighter days ahead. So the last time we're irrigating our yard, I always loved it because there'd be birds walking around. Sometimes there were even heron that were in our yard. And so every time we irrigated, there would just be all these different bunch of different kinds of wildlife that were here visiting, and they'll hang out until the water recedes. We still have a little ways to go over there before we're done. But what I won't miss is, like, it's 100 degrees right now, and it's 80 in Flagstaff, so I'm not going to miss that. It's supposed to be 68 one day in Flagstaff. Next Saturday, I think it's supposed to rain, thank goodness, because we have such severe fire restrictions right now and such fire danger. So it'll be nice when there's rain in Flagstaff. It's not supposed to rain here in Camp Verde. It's supposed to rain in Flag. Well, that's a pretty little bird. Yeah, a lot of wildlife here. A lot of wildlife in Flagstaff too, just different. I'm walking back from my neighbor's house. She was thrown from a horse the other day, or a few weeks ago actually. Broke like 8 ribs and broke her collarbone. Anyway, John just turned off the irrigation, which means the truck is loaded up with the last of our stuff, and we're going to be heading out of here. So ends the chapter of our lives with the little Green Farmhouse, and it was a good experience. Thanks for following along with me.